So guys, today what we are going to do is basically we are going to see how we can launch a static website into S3. Okay, so what we would be doing is, first of all we would be creating a S3 bucket. Okay, then we would be hosting some website in it. Okay, we would be hosting some website which would be an static website. Then what we would be doing is we would be connecting this website, this particular bucket, to route 53. Okay, so this route 53. Okay, and with this route 53 is basically, we have already discussed this before, route 53 is a DNS server. Okay, so it's a DNS server. So when we speak about route 53, it's a DNS server, and also you can go and register your domain at route 53. Okay, now we have a domain. Okay, I've already purchased a particular domain, and the domain name is basically spfspurge.com. Okay, so what we would be doing is, so first of all we would be creating a S3 bucket with this particular name. And then what I have done is, I have this particular domain which I have in GoDaddy. You can actually purchase from Amazon as well, or if you have purchased from any other platform, it's perfectly fine. I have currently purchased it from GoDaddy. So I would be changing the name servers of this spfspurge.com, and then would be connected it to route 53. Let's do a demonstration. After the demonstration you would be able to understand in a better way. Okay, so let's go and let's have a demo. So for that, what you need to do is, first of all you need to go to your S3 bucket. Okay, now this bucket, I have already created one bucket, so I was earlier testing on some days before. So let's delete whatever is there in this bucket, and let me just completely delete it. Okay, let's empty this bucket. My bucket is now empty. Now let me just delete this bucket. So what I need to do is, I need to put the name here. So let me just delete it now. So it will take around 5-10 minutes, I guess. So let's create a bucket and let's see if this particular bucket name is now available or not. So I can actually use any AWS region. So let me just use Mumbai itself. Okay, I don't want versioning as of now. Okay, and let's create a bucket. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I was able to create a bucket. If like this bucket name, if I would have not deleted this bucket name, I won't be able to create it because it's a globally unique. So now I am able to create it. It's perfectly fine. Yeah, now what I need to do is, I need to go to the properties. Okay, and when I scroll down here, you will see basically you will find static website hosting. Okay, so here is a static website hosting. You need to click on edit here, and you need to enable static website. Now as soon as you enable, it will give you two options. The first option would be host a static website. Okay, or the second option would be redirect request to an object. So let's say let's consider an example. Okay, so let's say you have currently, what you are doing is, we are using whatever traffic is coming from HTTPS. Okay, or let's say www.spfspurge.com. all of that particular traffic need to be redirected to this particular bucket. So in that particular case, I would be using my bucket, this particular redirect request for an object, and here I would be using the host name as whatever host name I have given. I would be using that particular host name. Okay, so let me just enable this thing, and I just wanted to host a static website. Just leave it like that, and it would be index.html would be my main document. Okay, so let me just save the changes. Now I have saved the changes. Now what I need to do is, first of all, let me upload an object here. Okay, and one more thing I need to do, I need to make this particular let's do one thing. Let's first upload the object. Okay, or what I can also do is, first let me just go to the permissions and just click on block all the public access. Now what it will do is, now my bucket will be public. Okay, so my bucket will now be public. We have already discussed this. So again I will go to the object and I will just go to the upload here. I will add some file. So let me just go and go to desktop. I might not have any file as of now. Okay, I have an index file. Okay, this might be an hello world index file. Okay, let me just upload it. Let me just check what exactly is a file. Okay, okay, this is a hello world file. Okay, perfectly fine. Now what I will do is I have this particular file. Let's consider this as a website. Otherwise you can actually upload multiple files, whatever it is. You can just go and upload all those files all together. Okay, right now I'm just giving you a demonstration. That's why I'm using just HTML file here. Now let me just make this object public. I will go to the action, or then I will go and make this public. Otherwise if you have multiple files, what you can do is you can go to the permission. Okay, go to the bucket policy. You can edit bucket policy, and even you can go to policy generator, or you can click on policy examples. After clicking that this particular policy example, bottom when you scroll down, granting read-only permission to anonymous users. So here you just need to select this and just paste it here. So now whatever objects you would be uploading, all those objects would now be public. Okay, so right now what I have done is I've just uploaded one object, that's it. Now so basically I have created this particular S3 bucket. Okay, this particular bucket is created, and I have uploaded a particular index file. Okay, now I will come to this Route 53, and I would be uploading a particular, like I would be creating the hosting zones here. So let's do it. So you just need to search Route 53 in your search box. It would redirect you to a Route 53 console. Okay, so it would look like this. Okay, so first of all, the first method would be basically to create an hosted zone. Okay, so basically what is a hosted zone? Hosted zone, what it does is it tells Route 53 that if there is some DNS query comes up, how you need to respond to it. Okay, so let's create on the hosted zone. Okay, what you need to put here is domain name. So my domain name spfspurge.com. If I want to put any description, I will put some any description. Okay, so now I have two types of hosting zones. So one is a private hosting zone, another one is a public hosting zone. If I want to redirect my traffic to my VPC, in that particular case I would be using the private hosting zone. And if I want to redirect it to a particular, let's say internet. Okay, so if you want, like let's say if you want to redirect to your public domain, or let's say to internet, you want to all the traffic which is coming from internet, you need to redirect to a load balancer or S3 bucket or any resource. In that particular case you can use the public hosted zone. Okay, so if you want to route traffic on the internet for your domain name, okay, so if you want to, let's say whatever is domain name, if you want to route the traffic on the internet, then you can use it. Choose private hosted zone if you want to route the traffic within your VPC for your domain name. Okay, now you need to click on create hosted zone. Okay, so your hosted zone is now created. Okay, so these basically are your DNS. Okay, your name servers, sorry, these are your name servers. NS is written, so these are NS name servers basically. So what you need to do is you need to just copy them one by one. Okay, you need to go to the name servers here, just click on change. Okay, so I am changing the name servers of this spfspurge.com on GoDaddy. Okay, so I will just click on, I will use my own name servers and just start pasting these particular name servers in your GoDaddy account. Okay, okay, let me save it for you. Okay, so it's asking that whether it's being like, do you want me to confirm it, and it's like it's a possible risk if you change your name servers. You need to say yes, I know what I'm doing. It will take some time to actually respond. Meanwhile, what we can do is, after this is being done, you need to click on create a record. Now you want to redirect this particular whatever traffic is coming. Okay, so what I have done is, the traffic is coming from Route 53 from spfspurge.com, which is hosted on GoDaddy. Okay, so what the website, somebody opens this website, it would be redirected to Route 53, but this Route 53 should know where it need to be redirected, so I need to build this particular path. Okay, so I need to connect Route 53 with my S3 bucket. So let me just create a record here. So I need to redirect spfspurge.com only. So I would be using let's say a what exactly A does is, record type A does is, let's say whatever traffic is, let's say you have an IP address. Okay, so you that particular so let's say you have some traffic. Okay, so we have SPF Spurge, the traffic is coming to name servers with the name SPF Spurge. So if we have a record type SA, so what it will do is, it will redirect that particular, it will first of all, DNS will convert it into an IP address. Whatever IP address would be allocated to it, now it would be then redirected to your resource. Okay, so just click on A section here. Now you need to click on Alliance. So here you need to select S3 bucket. So my endpoint would be the S3 bucket. My bucket was created in Mumbai, so you need to select Mumbai. When you click here, it will show you your website. Okay, so this is spfspurge.com. You need to just select it. I just want simple routing, that's it. Just create a record now. Okay, so your record is now created. So let's see if my record is working or not. No error, so it's perfectly working. So yeah, let's see if it's if this is live or not. So this is live now, guys. So my website is now live. So this is how we actually connect. So this particular website is being hosted in my S3 bucket, and with the help of Route 53 I have actually uploaded this particular website and connected my website with my Route 53. So that's all in this particular lecture. Thank you.